kind of the points of emphasis and areas you wanted to focus on as a defense in bye week?
In the bye week, I think building more depth, obviously. Obviously we're down some guys up front, so, building depth and getting more guys comfortable with their job and then just polishing things up, really. I mean, every week you got stuff to work on, so just everyone understanding their role, their fit and the scheme, and just kind of working together.
As an older guy, you've been through these open dates before. What did you do this time, knowing that you've got to grind ahead? What did you do? Did you have any fun? And then what did you do to try and prepare for this final stretch?
I got to go home, but my process has been the same, since I've been here. We treated we had some time off to rest and recover and kind of get our legs back underneath us, but we're treating it every week. We were attacking the preparation, and we had 3 really good days, and we got some time off, but nothing really changes.
Because you've been around for forever. Is this your 3rd trip to Syracuse?
This will be my, I think so. Yeah, this will be the 3rd one.
What can you tell everybody? What's it like, first of all, playing on a Friday night, playing in that dome?
Yeah.
What is that environment like?
It's great, man. They got a good spot up there, and there's a lot of history in that dome, and it gets loud, and they're going to bring their A game, so they're always a great opponent and great challenge for us.
Because when you look at them on film, it seems like they run the ball pretty well. I mean, is that kind of the thing that sticks out?
They do run the ball really, really well. They're physical. Yeah, I don't really know who's going to be playing quarterback. They got a couple that are real good. Big 16 can really run the ball, and then they got really good backs. 34 can take it to the house. So, it's going to be a challenge for sure.
16 had a lot of success against Wake Saturday. What did you see? What were they doing to spring him free?
Without getting too deep into it, they just had some design runs for him, and he's great at creating something out of nothing. So, you got to bottle him up, get him in a phone booth, can't give him too much space. And it's hard to do, man. He's a really good player. He's a very talented guy, very gifted physically. So, it's going to be tough.
Why do you guys, how have you been able to maintain the level defensively that you guys had prior to, Brzee and Davis going down? What have you seen from the defensive tackles in terms of
I think Rook has stepped up, big for us and kind of being that main leader in the room now when it comes to being on the field. Don't get me wrong, TD and Brian are still very much involved and around in the team, and then other young guys. Trey Williams has really stepped up. E.T. Peyton Page is getting in there. So we're lucky to have the kind of depth we have at that position. Obviously, we wish no one would have gotten hurt, but we're still very capable of performing at a high level, and that's been the expectation. Those guys know that, so they're living up to it, I think.
James, you guys, there hasn't been that much margin for error this year. Could something be said for that adversity sharpening you guys as a defense and making you better?
We're definitely battle tested. I know that. We've seen it all, been through it all. So it's not like we're gonna be thrown into something we haven't been through before, because we have. Y'all have seen it. So yeah, I think you can say we've earned our stripes a little bit, and you just got to keep it going.
I don't know if you watched any of the wildness from this past weekend.
Oh, I did.
Craziness all over college football.
Yeah.
Does that give you an idea? Hey, it's not over, man. Anything can happen. Everything is still in front of us.
Yeah, it's kind of frustrating when you look at some of the rankings. We're an unranked team. Our 2 losses are against a number 1 team in the country at a neutral site, 10-3, and at a double overtime versus a top 25 team. So I think that's kind of frustrating on my part when you almost feel a little disrespect. I get it, but like you said, there's plenty of time left to climb up the table again, and like you said, nothing's off the table for us. Nothing is. So we just got to keep one game at a time, just try to win the next one, and that's all we're going to focus on.
Speaking of that, James, obviously you guys go on the road for the next 2 weeks, one of the Friday game. How does that just factor into things, or how are you preparing for that kind of stretch?
There's no difference. It's all the same when it comes to preparation. We're just going to, the same way we always do, prepare, put a game plan together, work hard, practice hard with intensity, but I mean, we haven't won a game on the road yet. This team hasn't, so we just gotta. I mean, people like to overthink it or make it something it's not. It's just football. I mean, it's just a field, and we're gonna go play a team. All that other stuff. To be honest, when you're on the field, I guess on defense, it's either really loud at home or it's not loud at all. So to me, it doesn't really make a difference defensively. And maybe the offensive guys can feel that home away vibe a little differently, but defensively you don't. Man, just there's 100 yards field, and you're just going to play another opponent. And that's how I look at it.
Going back to the rankings thing, Alabama loses to an unranked A&M team. They fall a few spots. You guys lose to North Carolina State, plummet.
Yeah.
Do you feel like that Clemson's held to a different standard around the country than other teams?
No, I think in the past, I feel like we've probably earned a little more respect. And I think we should be given a little more right now in particular. But, I mean, A&M is a great football team.
Sure.
I mean, that's a great football team. So I'm surprised at all Bama dropped a few. Bama, come on. Everyone knows Bama's a top 4 team. I think so. So, I mean, it's just all we can control, we can control. So that's what we're going to do. Just keep playing. All that will take care of itself.
Do you feel like this gives you a second chance, though, and that the second chance starts Friday to kind of make this season what you want it to be?
Yeah, it's all about how you finish, right?
Right.
No one remembers. We always say it in here. No one remembers September. They remember, November when it's all said and done. So you can start great, but it's all about how you can start bad, but it's all about how you finish, and that's all our focus is now. I mean, that's done. 3-2. That nothing we can do to change that. We can grow from it though, and get better, and I believe we're doing that. And so I guess we'll find out real soon.
Anything from Zoom for James?
Yeah, I've got one.
Go ahead.
James, you obviously have been with this program for a while, and I wanted you to know if you could speak on how's it been playing with Baylon, both you guys seniors.
Yeah, Baylon. Man, that's one of the hardest, probably the hardest working dude I've ever, been around here. Outside of some of the Power Rangers from the past, but we just have some great chemistry. I love playing next to him. He makes me better. It's just I'm blessed to have a teammate like that for sure. And he's the epitome of what we want on defense and who we're about. So I'm lucky to have him.